Hi guys, Darth here, back with our Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch figure review. Continuing on with the other figure I picked up from the 50th anniversary line of comic book figures, I guess, we have the Darth Maul figure, Sith Apprentice, which is from the Star Wars Darth Maul Legends comics specifically, but he did actually also appear in this look in a canon Darth Maul miniseries from Marvel maybe a year or two ago. So technically this is actually also a canon look, but it's based off the legend look technically. Anyways, take a look at the box real quick. These boxes are a bit more unique, so I like taking a look at them. You got the pretty awesome cover artwork on the front there with a Darth Maul in his face kind of behind there. And you get some random, or not random, but images from the comic that you can barely see on camera. I do apologize, but there's a bunch of like comic book artwork of Darth Maul from that comic on the box. And you get the little write-up on the back and kind of where the comic book comes from. And then what's really cool with these is you can undo the Velcro there. You get another pretty dope image of Darth Maul from the comic. You get a decent little write-up, which you can pause there to read if you'd like. And then you get the figure inside. I'm pretty excited for this figure. It's definitely was my most anticipated from this wave. So yeah, let's crack them open. We'll take a closer look. Alright, now I have this new Darth Maul out of the packaging, and it's a really cool figure. I do like it a lot, like I was expecting. It does a lot of new things in terms of Darth Maul. It's a good chunk new tooling. I think the only reuse on this figure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the only reuse is the legs. Everything else is new. So that's awesome. And first and foremost is the head sculpt, because this is one thing that I think definitely needed to get updated was the Darth Maul sculpt, and I think they did a really good job on this. I love that it's not just a frown or a stoic look. They gave him some expression. He's got the kind of snarl, the teeth open, or not teeth, the mouth open showing the teeth. I love the Sith eyes on him, look really good. The tattoos are applied really nicely and crisply. The horns are decently sharp without being overly sharp and are sculpted to look quite good. Much better than the sort of more rounded stubs of the old figure. Unfortunately on mine, it's a little hard to tell, but looking at it closely, the teeth printing for mine actually missed the mark a little bit. The lower part of the teeth is actually on his bottom lip, and then his upper row of teeth is actually just the black paint from the face paint, which is a little unfortunate, but fortunately from a distance, you're really not going to be able to tell. And then the rest of the figure, I think the proportions are really good. He's got the muscular body build without being overly large or anything like that. You've got the red with the black tattoos all over the body and the arms. Look pretty good. I will say that the red on the torso is a darker red than the red on the arms. It's not super noticeable, but it is there. It's more apparent in person than it is on the camera, I do believe. But the tattoos do look good. I have heard some people say you should have some black on the hands, and I think they're right, but it doesn't really bother me that much. The lower robe bit is also new, I do believe. It's fairly pliable, especially in the front, more pliable, more so in the front than the back. There is no soft goods. I think it looks fine without it. The legs, like I said, are reuse from the previous Darth Maul, which does make sense. He pretty much has the same lower half as that figure. This version of Maul has the same lower half, so it makes sense to reuse it. It does have the glossy black boots, which look good, and glossy black on the belt as well. And yeah, he looks pretty good. And Hasbro's running and gunning with this mold because as we're recording this video, they've already announced gaming greats Night Brother Warrior from Jedi Fallen Order that's going to reuse this body. So they had their plans with it, but yeah, really cool. So next on with Articulation, he does have a ball joint. I think there's a dumbbell joint at the neck there. And you also have a joint at the base of the neck. So you get quite a bit of movement. You get a decent amount of pivot. Up is decent. Down's quite good. Rotation, you get all that. There is a butterfly joint in the shoulder. It goes back a bit, goes forward a bit. I find the Black Series butterfly joints are never super crazy amazing, but I definitely won't say no to them. And this one doesn't work too bad. There's a ball hinge in the shoulder, moves to 90. And then you rotate. Single hinge in the elbow moves a little more than 90, just slightly more than 90, so that's not bad. Rotation of the wrist. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, they gave him the in and out hinges instead of the up and down hinges. I have no idea why they did that. This guy uses a double-bladed lightsaber. Why does he need... The in and out hinges are basically useless. Like, I don't understand why they wouldn't go up and down. The old Phantom Menace one had at least up and down in the right hand where he'd be holding the lightsaber the most. So I don't really get their logic for giving him these wrists. It makes no sense. It is definitely a downside to this figure. Torso joint, you get a decent amount of movement, a little bit of up, and they did continue the paint of the tattoos there, which is cool. A little bit of down, nothing, not too crazy. There is some nice pivot though, and you do get rotation. I don't think there's a lower rotation. The hips move out a fair amount, kick out all the way, kick back just a little bit. Sole cut in the thigh, double hinges at the knees, which are a little ugly looking, but they get the job done. And you do have a boot up and down hinge and ankle rocker. So pretty decent articulation, pretty good articulation, honestly. There are some problems, mainly the wrist articulation is a problem, but aside from that, can't complain for a figure at the price point in the Black Series line. Can be a little bit of a pain in the ass to stand up straight. I think it's due to the boots. The boots were never the best design. In terms of accessories, he just comes with his double-bladed lightsaber. I want to say this is reused from the previous Darth Maul. I'm not 100% sure. However, they gave it a really nice silver paint job, which looks really nice. And they did paint the red for the buttons. I do wish they went in and did some of the black accents, but not a big deal. I would rather have no black accents in this nice silver paint than the way they did the previous lightsaber, which you'll see in a second. But you can hold it, or actually first, before you get to hold it, you can take it apart. It is a lot in there, really good. A lot tighter than the old one. So you can have them with two lightsabers if you want. So that's always a nice feature. Oh, once I got it the first time, it's a lot easier now. I don't know why. It must have been the paint sticking. You also remove the blades. Easy to do. And then you just have the hilt. And he does have a peg there, and there's a hole. You can put the lightsaber on the belt. Goes on there fairly well. It does look a little ridiculous, but that's the nature of the lightsaber. It's a nice little feature if you want to do that. I don't think anyone will be probably... or at least barely anyone will be displaying theirs like that, but someone probably will, so whoever it is will appreciate that. Let's put the blades back in. Put the lightsaber in his hand. There we go. So yeah, let's do a quick comparison here with the good old Phantom Menace Darth Maul from the very first wave of the Black Series. Mine is the archive copy because I never got the original figure. So he does have the photorealed eyes, but the old one's not bad by any means, but it's definitely showing its age. You can tell, like, I definitely like the new one a lot better. The articulation's better, has a way better head sculpt. I like the tone of red better. The darker red I think looks much better than this bright red. The horns look way better on this. The lightsaber looks much nicer on this. Obviously, this figure still has a place in the collection because until they update the actual Phantom Menace body, which who knows if they'll ever do that. He is my Phantom Menace Maul, but I really like this one a lot. Looks good, and I do think it's a better executed figure, which I mean it should be. It's years newer. But yeah, overall, I really like this figure. I think I don't have the other two figures, but I think this is the coolest figure in the wave just because it has the most new parts. So I guess it took the most of the budget for this this wave. Comes with a really nice Maul head sculpt. Good articulation. If you're a fan of Darth Maul, I would highly recommend this guy. If you don't have a Darth Maul yet, I would also highly recommend this guy, even though he might not be the Phantom Menace look if you don't have Darth Maul yet. I would honestly, between the two, unless you can get the Phantom Menace Black Series figure for stupid cheap, I would still go with this one. It just looks better and has better articulation. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oops. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Instagram. Link in the description below where I post toy-related posts, pictures, whatnot, pretty much every day. And yeah, there you go. Darth Maul. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.